Good morning, dear children. Today we will start function for class 11. So, as I given some basic idea about mathematics, so we can start function. What is a function? A function is a mapping between two sets. It is an interface between two sets. What is that interface? For example, you take the relationship between your parents and yourself. You are a child of your parents. Okay? Similarly, the relation between you and me, teacher and student. So there is another kind of relation among your friends. That means, suppose if I am teaching in this classroom, you are sitting in front of me, I am your teacher, and I am connected to you all, the students. So this is a relationship between, is a bridge between the student and the teacher. Similarly, when you are reading from the book is an element there and you are in the opposite side. So every time whenever I am going to compare, there is an interface between two sets. What are the two sets? Whenever I am discussing about a function, the function is written as if A tends to B. What is that A tends to B? Already people are knowing few things in class 9 and 10, but directly you don't know what is a function. Suppose for example you have studied quadratic equation. Fx is equals to 5x square minus 2x plus 3. So if I replace x is equals to 1, what I am getting? F of 1. That is 5 into 1 square minus 2 into 1 plus 3. That gives you 5 minus 2 plus 3, 6. Similarly, if I apply x is equals to 0, that means I get f of 0, that is equals to 5 into 0 minus 2 into 0 plus 3, that equals to, that means I am getting different outputs for different inputs. That means if I replace 0, I am getting 3. If I replace 1, I am getting 6. If I replace 2, f of 2, that gives me 19. Definitely that means there is some relationship here. So this function fx is, suppose this is a and this is b. That means this is the mapping between a and b. Randomly I cannot write down minus 1, 5. I cannot write down because I don't know whether by replacing minus I will get it 5. That means they are of the values. These are known as the input and this is known as the output. In simple language first. Then I come to what is domain and range. These are the inputs for the function. If I am giving the input here, x, these are the output. That means whenever I am going to write down a function, there are two sets. This is the set A and this is the set B. These are two sets. What is sets? Set comprises of elements. There is a collection of similar types of data elements. The collection of elements. What are the kind of elements? That elements can be numbers, alphanumericals, it can be alphabets, similar types of data elements. So, when I am taking the example of a function, this A and B are sets. These sets can belongs to A and B belongs to R. What is R? R is a set of real numbers. That is natural numbers, whole numbers, integer, rational and irrational. That means A and B are belongs to R here. Alright? So, whenever writing if A, B, A is known as input, this is known as output. This is in simple language. Is there some other language? Yes. This is known as domain. This is codomain. B may be a codomain. Then range. What is range? The range is a subset of codomain. For example, from your childhood, you thought about a lot of things. You have dreamed about a lot of things. What I will become, what I want to purchase, I want to be like this, like that, I want to big house, big car, or I want to be a good human being. So many things you have decided in your life. Like many things you have decided, but have you achieved everything? Have you achieved everything? If you have achieved everything, then that codomain equals to your range. If you have achieved everything, that codomain equals to your range. Suppose if you have not achieved everything, you have achieved something, few things. You thought about getting 95% in the class 10 exam. You want to purchase a bike. You want to have a small house. Whatever you have achieved, that is known as range. That's why I have written range is a subset of codomain. Codomain is what you have dreamed of, what you have thought of. Okay? Then range, what you got. Then it can be written as pre-image. This is image. These are the few things image given about a function. Then what is domain? The definition of domain. What is domain? The set of real values for which a function is defined. The set of real values for which a function is defined. What is the word defined stands for? What is the meaning of defined? Defined means suppose you are suffering from fever. You are going to take the medicine which is going to cure you. That means it is not going to hamper anything. Suppose your leg is broken, then you will go to a doctor who will plaster it, and after 1 month or 2 months he will be able to walk again. That means we are going to do such things, we are going to give input such things, such inputs that the function is going to be give me finite values. What is finite value? Which are not 0 by 0, 1 to the power infinity, 0 to the power 0, infinity minus infinity, infinity plus infinity, infinity into infinity, infinity by infinity. Okay? Then 0 into infinity. I have to avoid all these things. I have to avoid it. These are undefined values. That means when I am going to get a finite value, the defined values, that is known as domain. So I am going to give such values, such inputs which gives me a finite value. So what is the definition of the domain then? What is the definition of domain? The set of real values for which the function is defined. Maybe it is confusing to you. Let us think. Suppose if I write down fx is equals to x square plus 4x minus 3, gx is equals to x minus 1 by x plus 2, hx is equals to root under of x minus 3. 3 examples I am taking. What value I can input here in place of x such that I get finite value? You will tell sir I can take any value, because any value, any real value I will take, whether it is a natural number, whole number, integer, rational, irrational, whatever I will take, it gives me a finite value. For example, if I take a 0, it gives me minus 2. If I take 1, this gives me 2. Similarly, whatever value you consider, root 2, 3 by 2, 0.3, 0.1, it gives me the real value. If its domain is R, that means it can, you are gone to a party, your friend asked, where you have been invited, your friend asked, what you are going to eat? You told, anything, I can take anything. That means your domain is R. Suppose I am a vegetarian. If he will ask me what you are going to take, sir, I will say I am a vegetarian. So there is a restriction for me. There is a restriction for me. That means my domain cannot be R there. Similarly, domain R means it can consider any value instead of x. That is domain R. Then gx. Suppose I am not having any work now. Due to this coronavirus, I lost my job. Then someone asked me what you want to do. I told I am ready to do anything, irrespective of teaching job or running a shop or running a vehicle or being a driver. Whatever job you give me, I am ready, because I don't have any job now. That means I am ready for everything. So that domain is R. But suppose if I done only I am ready for teaching job, that means I am restricting myself. So gx. If you think about gx, like this, if you think, can I take all the values here? No.
the denominator should not be equal to 0. X is not equal to minus 2. Because if I take minus 2 here, denominator becomes 0. Minus 2, minus 1, minus 2 plus 2. That means minus 3 by 0. This is tends to infinity. Minus infinity. Not defined. That means I cannot take the value here minus 2. That means what is the domain here? The domain is r minus minus 2. That means all the values I can take without this value. R means real number. I can consider any input, but I cannot take minus 2. Alright? Okay? Similarly, look at this function. Can I take all the values here? Can I take minus value? Minus 2. Minus 5 square root I will not get. Can I take 0? No. That means again there is some restriction. So, what is the restriction here? X minus 3 should be greater than or equal to 0. That means from the childhood you know that I cannot take negative values here. This square root cannot be negative. So, x minus 3 must be greater than or equals to 0. So, here it is x is greater than or equals to 3. So, its domain is 3 to infinite. That's what we are going to study now. What is the domain? The domain is a set of real values for which a function is defined. That is domain. Then comes your after domain, then comes your range. So for example, your exam is coming up. How much you are going to study? You have to finish the syllabus, you have to get good marks. So you study definitely 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. A student who is preparing every day 5 hours and another student who is preparing every day 8 hours. Take your example only. Suppose if you study 2 hours every day and if you study 4 hours every day, there is a difference. By studying 2 hours, you are not going to get the marks if you study for 4 hours. That means for different inputs, the outputs are different. For different inputs, the outputs are also different. Yes, sometimes for different inputs, output may be same. For example, fx is equals to x to the power 4 plus 1. If I take f of minus 1, it is 2. F of 1 also I will take 2. That may be possible sometime. For different inputs, the output is same. So, what is range? The range is the for the defined inputs. Defined inputs. The word defined inputs means what? The domain. For the defined inputs, the output of the function is known as range. That means for the defined inputs, whatever I am going to get, the output of the function is known as range. So this is what we got some idea about the function, but what is actually a function? A function is a mapping between two sets. Alright? Let us consider some examples. What I have done, I am taking the example of different functions. This is the domain, this is codomain. Okay? Suppose if I take A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S, T. If I look at this function, F1 it is defined on two sets. What is the domain here? A, B, C. Range PQRS. See the difference. What is range? What I got as the output. is given to you, PQRS. Then what is T? Including T, that is known as codomain. This is codomain. PQRST. If I take here A, B, C, D, PQRS. Domain A, B, C, D. Range PQRS. And codomain same. Is the same. Here you can see by from 3 inputs the output is same. Alright? So domain ABCD, range PR, and codomain PQR. Alright? Domain ABCD, range and codomain both are equal. Range and codomain both are equal. Alright? So some examples I wrote about a function here. Just diagrammatically I am showing you. Then the rule number 1 about a function. No elements of the domain should be left out. First rule number 1. No element of the domain should be left out. No element of the domain should be left out means I cannot leave any element in the domain without any connection to codomain. If there is an element in the domain, everything has to be considered here. For example, every child has got a parent. Every child has got a parent. Alright? So, all these are examples of a function. Suppose if I write down like here, A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S, T. I can tell this is not a function. This is not a function. It is not a function means it is a relation. Okay, relation, whether you have studied or not, I teach you. It is not a function. So when it is not a function, so definitely I am not going to be thinking about the domain and range. Why it is not a function? Because D is left out in domain. Alright? Clear? So you got the idea that no elements can be left out in a domain. If there are elements, then it must have a connection with the domain. Then next, no single element of domain should have more than one image in codomain. No single element of domain must have more than one element in codomain. Not a function. This is not a function because the reason is very clear. It cannot be one many. One element here, many images there. That means no element of domain must have more than one element in codomain. Not a function. Alright? Here, no element should be left out, and here, no element should have more than one image in codomain. So, not a function. So, when it is not a function, I am not going to think about the domain and range. Over. Suppose example we take. Suppose this is a child. This child cannot put father's name in the school address or any other address when you are giving your biodata? No, not possible. So similarly, suppose if there is a child, someone is asked what is your parents' name, he will be telling no. If he is an orphan also, definitely some names will be there, parents' name. Maybe someone is adopted or some names will be there. So similarly, I cannot leave anything like this. Here also, you can see one father cannot have more than, one child cannot have more than one father's name. So that's why it is not a function, that is also not a function. Then if someone will ask you how to check a function graphically, how to check a function graphically? Draw a line parallel to y-axis. If it cuts the graph at exactly one point, it is a function, else it is a relation. Draw a line parallel to y-axis. If it cuts the graph at one point, it is a function, else a relation. Suppose for example, if I take a graph, this is x-axis, y-axis here, this is x, this is y. This is official. Whenever you get this kind of graph, suppose if someone will ask you which one is a function, by looking at the graph you tell me which one is a function and which one is not a function. So you draw a line parallel to y-axis. Anywhere you draw and see how many places it is there. If I draw it here also maximum one place it is going to be. If I draw here also maximum one line only draw. Studying one. If I draw here, how many places it is cutting? 2 places you can see. If I draw here, it is cutting at how many places? 1 place. Here also if I draw 1 place. If this I draw 2 places. Here also if I draw 2 places. Not a function. No. This is not a function. This is a function. Yes. This is no. Not a function. This is yes. This is yes. Alright? Then comes yours little bit idea about domain and range. Suppose if I am writing a function as fx is equals to 3x cube plus 2 and here it will be written if a tends to b. So a is given as -2, -1, 0, 1. Find b. Very simple question. Find b. That means the function is defined from set a to b. A set is given to you. You have to find the set b. So very simple. Just f of -2 you find out. Replace x by -2. -8 into 3 -24 to -24. F of -1 -3 plus 2 that is your -1. F of 0 2. F of 1 5. So easily you can see that how many ways you can write it down. Many ways. -2 -22 -1 -1 0 0, 2, 1, 5. That means clearly it is visible that this is domain, now this is range. This is pre-image, this is image. This is pre-image. This is image. This is domain. This is range. This is set A, this is set B. Is there nothing between A and B? So B set we got. What is that B set? -22, -1, 2, 5. They may ask you represent them as order pairs. Represent the function as order pair. Again, -2, -22, -1, -1, 0, 2, 1, 5. This is the function f. Alright? They ask you find image of 3 and -2. Find the image of 3 and -2. Again, so simple. Find f of 3, find f of -2. Replace here 3, 81 plus 2, 83, -2, -2 already have done, that's the -22. This is image we got. They may ask you find out pre-image. They may ask you find out pre-image. Find pre-image of -1, -52. Okay, let us find out -52 as well, no problem. So find the pre-image. That means pre-image means domain they are asking. So in that case, how to solve it? That case, what you will do? You will write down fx is equals to 3x cube plus 2. This is the output now. So 3x cube plus 2 is equal to -1. 3x cube is equals to -3. X cube is equals to -1. Implies that x is equal to -1. Alright? That means f inverse of -1 is equal to -1. This is clear. This is the way writing. Here, what you written? This is domain. This is range. This is pre-image. This is image. But in this case, f of -1 is equal to -1 means this is f inverse means this is range. I am finding the domain here. Similarly, f of 52, f of -52, f of f inverse of -52. That means how will do? 3x cube plus 2 is equal to -52. 3x cube is equal to -54. X cube is equal to -18. X cube is equal to what is -18. Yes. Cube root of negative number is possible. So x is equal to -18 to the power 1/3. So f inverse of -52 is equals to -18 to the power 1/3 is my answer. That means if I replace this value, instead of x, I get the value -52. Set A is given as A, B, C, D. B set is given as P, Q, R, S, T. F1, AP, DQ, CR, DS. F2, AP, DP, CQ, DS. F3, AP, DQ, CT, A4, AP, AQ, BR, CS, DT. This is given, and you have to find out which one is there is a function. Which one is a function? Which one is a function? I have to find out. Again, simple logic. You need to remember that part I given you the condition. What is that condition? Each element of domain should have one pre-image. No element of the domain should be left out. No element of the domain should be left out. And one element of domain must not have more than one element in codomain. So this one I will construct a diagram here. Simple logic, draw the diagram. AP, DQ, CR, DS. Is all the domain elements are here? Yes. PQRS range is there. It is following the rule. The first one is a function. Second one, AP, DQ can have two children of the same father. Two elements can have the same output. CQ, DS. It is a function. Third one, AP, DQ, CT. AP, DQ, CT. In the domain, there are four elements given. D is missing out. D is missing out. Domain, whatever elements are given, all the elements has to be there. And it must have an image there. It must have an image there. It is not there, it is not a function. Then next one is 4. AP, AQ. The very first thing you can see, this is not a function. Because the same element of the two images. This is also not a function. Okay? So try to learn, solve the first exercise of Adisama, Aristotle, whatever books we are learning. Otherwise, let me complete, then you start solving function. Okay? Thank you for today.